Good evening and welcome to the Predator Pro Billiard Series Medalla Men's Puerto Rico Open 2023 from the Convention Centre here in San Juan. Our next match of the day is the last 32 match between the Butcher, Mieszko Fortuński, and the Black Tiger, Carlo Biado. It's 10 ball, it's best of 3 sets now, races to 4. The possible shootout still if it goes to a deciding set and the score is 3-3. It's 10 ball, of course. Cool shot, and calling the shots with me in the booth is George Teachea.
Hello, George. Hello, Mark. Hello, everybody out there in Pool Aficionado land. Enjoying the weather here in Puerto Rico. A little rainy, but what match we have, what matches we've had. We have $500,000 on offer. And Carlo to break.
Yeah, just one quick thing. It should have been Fedor Gorski against Daniel Maciel on this table. We'll have to change it because it's one of the team matches going on outside. And I'm not sure that Christina Tkach has got the memo because she was expecting to see Fedor, boyfriend Fedor, on this table, but he's not here.
Yeah, well, apparently she has nowhere else to go. She's staying to watch this match for a little bit anyway. But $125,000 for this Medalla Light Puerto Rico Men's 10-ball Open. 37.5 for the winner. These guys are now in the stage 2, final 32. Things will go fast here. It's the business end. They're already in the money, but they want more. They want that 37.5. The Black Tiger looking at this one.
I did Mieszko's first match of the day earlier on against Darren Appleton. Won it on a shootout.
Mieszko lost his opening match to Hayato Hijikata, but then defeated Brad Guthrie, Darren Appleton in the shootout, and then John Mora. So he's got a couple of great scalps trying to get the Black Tigers here. The Black Tiger is undefeated against Carlos Barbosa, Moritz Neuhausen, and Alex Kazakis.
Pushed out there. I thought it was a strange push out. We've got a result from it. Mieszko throwing the ball back on the table, disgusted with that scratch. So the first real chance for Carlo, fresh from playing for the Philippines, the World Teams, which is going on at the same time. Philippines 3-0 winners over Puerto Rico tonight, British nation. Concentrate fully on this one now.
And speaking of Puerto Rico, the man at the table is the one that won it last year, right here. Puerto Rican 10-ball Open.
And he beat the man who should have been on this table, playing against Fedor Gorski, Daniel Maciel. It's all falling into place rather nicely, George.
Sure. We got some top talent, international flavor here with all the 16 international teams. The Great Team Championship kicked off last night. We watched USA and the Philippines and this man right here in the arena. We also watched Spain and Puerto Rico, and then we just got done with Austria and Canada. And the other match is still going between Singapore.
No, it's Indonesia.
Indonesia, excuse me.
And Japan, yeah.
And Japan.
I know why you thought Singapore, George, because
I saw Sylviana Liu.
Aloysius Yap's girlfriend.
That's
He's
right.
from Singapore. She might have a Singaporean passport one day. You never know. Not starting any rumours though.
She is one of the nicest people you could ever meet.
Yeah, she's like a little doll, isn't she? A little sweetie pie. Okay, back to the action. Carlo with this 5-ball around the back of the 8. He's looking to go with a cue ball. This is a nice shot.
Oh, the speed is right on. He could have got just a little more out of it. But he's still got that little influence with that little right-hand English and come over for the 8 in the same pocket.
Just to give you another result, Team USA have beaten Team Spain 3-0, going very, very well.
Wow.
Team USA.
That is big time because Team Spain is super strong, as is Team Austria and Chinese Taipei. And Carlo takes no time in running out this first rack for a 1-0 lead in this race to 4. And as Mark mentioned, I believe this is the final second stage, so it is it'll be 3 races if they're tied. The final race to 4, but if the third set is tied, they go to a shootout. Stumbled on it, yes.
Carlo giving himself a bit of a massage, loosening up those fingers. He has got that quirky little thing he does with his finger, and he's got his bridge hand on the table. It's always on the move, isn't it? Tapping up and down.
Yes, he does.
Another little habit that Marcus Shamat and myself picked up on last year here when he went all the way to the title. He's got this little thing when he doesn't quite get position that he wants. He does this little tut. I haven't heard it yet, George, because he's been in prime position so far. So breaking off in rack number 2.
Still wearing his Team Philippines shirt from the earlier match today.
Oh, what a nice break this is. The bank on the 1. He can just draw back, George, for the 2. I think he's going to go all out for this. Beautiful break. Mieszko had that one shot from the push of Carlo in the first rack, scratched. Carlo did the business. So he's banked the 1 ball, draw the cue ball back for the 2 into this bottom left-hand corner.
Just a little past where it is now. Oh, he cut the round of the side pocket, and he's giving up the same shot for Mieszko. Straight into the side, a stop shot for the 2. Both players are Predator sponsored, both playing with Predator equipment. Mieszko is also sponsored by ERG Biram. Carlo has a few more sponsors with Kozoom, CPVA, and A+.
Attention, please.
These are did he come back on his 2 ball? He does. Early 10 balls are allowed in this match. I got a little confused there since we're not using the 10 balls in the teams, and it's WPA rules. But here they are allowed. They just doesn't count on the break.
This is a nice shot. Well played, Mieszko Fortuński.
Well, that signals the end of the Japan and Indonesia match. We'll get a result to you as soon as we can get one.
Team Japan took it behind, and they've won it by 3-2.
Got to get around this 8 ball. Well, he stayed above it.
Play the 6 and the 8 into the same pocket, probably.
Mieszko, a 31-year-old from Poland. Third in the World Pool Masters, third in the Arizona Open, ninth in the World 10 Ball. In 21, he was.
Oh, he's played this nice 8 ball to the side, just drop it in. One of the real nice guys on the tour, Mieszko.
A little hot-tempered at the table.
Yeah, he's quietened himself down.
Yeah, he does. He really has.
Quite a bit.
He's come a long way.
You know, we've all had our issues here and there. But such a great talent.
He really is.
Never easy, travelling around the world, you know, spending loads of money, trying to earn a crust. Brings its own pressure, doesn't it?
Brings a lot of pressure and disappointment when you miss a ball or lose a match you felt you could have won. Well, Mieszko ties it up at 1. Carlo will watch his opponent break. Probably pick up some tips from breaking so that he can break better if he has to change, if he's not happy with the way he's breaking.
Phil Burford, who is part of Team GB, is up against Dennis Grabet on an outer table. That's coming soon. Roland Garcia is playing Greek Dimitris Lukatos. Now his fellow Greek countrymen, Alex Kazakis, got beaten by Landon Hollingsworth earlier on in a shootout. One of your youngsters, George, from America.
Well, I'm not familiar with them, but it's good to see some American blood coming up and stepping up, taking a player of Kazaki stature.
Here we go then. Mieszko.
1 ball to the side. It was on its way. 6. No, everything fought to go to the side pocket. Nothing did, and has hung up the 1 for Carlo Biado.
Yeah, and if you look where the 2 is, I mean, you could say the 4's tied up, but look where the 2 is in relation to the 4. So he can draw maybe off of the 2, nudge the 7 out of the way, and leave himself on the 3. Let's see how he does this.
Probably soft draw the 2 into the 7, move the 4 up, and whoops, he's got over.
Absolutely perfectly. He can draw into the 7 now. You need the rest here. And you can just about stretch and reach it. Or can he?
Apparently not. He's going for the extension.
Might have to call the extension as well, George.
That's right. Going for it and calling it. I think he makes a good this in time.
Yeah, perfectly played. Good shot.
Carlo can play as smooth as silk. And does most of the time. U.S. Open 9-ball champion in 2021. He was 5th in the World 10-ball championships.
Oh, what a mistake that is. Wow, he's got away with murder there.
I looked away. Did he miss that straight in 3-ball? Whoa.
If this is on, he might be able to elevate here. He's not interested. Yes, he is. He's going to go for this. We'll see if he can nudge out the 4 here again. A bit of a nuisance, isn't it, that 4 ball at the moment? It's the second time they've had to move it. Wow, he's mishit it. So he's let Carlo straight back in again. That's a mistake from Mieszko.
You know, I've noticed in Mieszko's game recently a couple of just little tiny mistakes that he makes here and there. And I haven't put a finger on as to why he's making them.
It was a very difficult shot, that one. He was trying to not foul it, and he was stretching slightly. Very disappointed. Team Indonesia just walking behind us.
Carlo looking pretty good through these 4 balls. Probably playing the save ball to the corner. Will he come all the way down for the side? The corner lays him, gives him a good access to the line.
Just drop this in. Party island of Puerto Rico.
Carlo wants to start his party here with a 2-1 lead. Trading punches with Mieszko.
Goes, let's just take you around the room while the referee sets up the balls. Not too much to bring you at the moment because of the ongoing team events, which has delayed some of the games. Pierce Labutis is in action against Khalid Al-Ghamdi. Now, Khalid won the Shane Van Boening Jr. at the US Open a couple of years back.
He's been spending a lot of time with Predator Arcadi. We're together all the time, every time I see him.
Landon Hollingsworth, the guy I was telling you about earlier on. He's up against Italian Pier Francesco Garzia. That's a real Italian name, isn't it?
There you go.
Head referee John Lehman.
Well, we have 2 tables streaming. We have this one, and the other ones that are getting ready to go is Zielinski and Mario He. Meanwhile, Carlo breaking for the 4th game. Pretty offensive break, breaking from the center. Cue ball. Tracks close. Nothing else. Tracks towards a pocket. And I have a feeling the butcher might cut this one in.
Fedor Gorst is waiting to play Daniel Maciel, who's involved in the Team Poland match at the moment. And Poland are 2-1 down. Team South Korea.
He played safe and not a very good one. See, it's just little things like that. Unexplainable.
Call it Paul George.
Yeah, I think you do. Well, Carlo will take advantage of this. And in a flash, within the next 2 minutes, we'll probably be looking at 3-1.
Who doesn't have a love-hate relationship with the game of pool? But we all love it deep down, don't we? You keep coming back for more punishment. Always believing that next time we'll play a bit better and our luck will maybe improve a little bit as well. Always searching for that perfect stroke.
And then when you find it, it's very fleeting.
Doesn't last long, does it?
No, it doesn't. Well, perfect angle will go to the 6 and over for the 7. That's usually the ideal behind rotation pool. They make it simple so I can follow it. Oh, he came underneath the 10 instead of going to the window between the rail and the 10.
Didn't risk it, did he? Didn't want to take any risk whatsoever, so he can just play this back to the middle of the table. Maybe use 2 rails here. He's hit this harder than he wanted to. This has got a little bit awry, this one.
He would have liked to either stay on the rail or come off further than what he has.
Yeah, I think he overhit it by about a foot, George. It's that little wristy action.
And there's that finger going. Oh, nicely done.
Just move. That's the thing about the Filipinos and a lot of the Asian countries. They just let the cue ball go where it wants to go rather than making it go against the grain, kind of.
That's exactly what they do. They play a very natural flow to their game. And the cue ball is easier to control with follow than it is with draw. So
and it stems from the conditions that they play in as well, doesn't it? In the the wet conditions, a lot of the tables are outdoors.
Cloth.
In the Philippines, the cloth is like saturated at times.
You've been there, I never have. So.
Yeah, I spent a year in the Philippines, and I've just recently come back from there, where I saw all these guys playing. I had the pleasure of.
You were there at Sharks?
Yeah, I was there at Sharks. I commentated on the International Open there. That was won by Ko Ping Chung. He beat Michael Feliciano in the final of that one. 13-7, I think, was the score from memory. And then I stayed on for Fedor Gorst against Denis Orcolo in a race to 90 over 3 days. Fedor beat Denis quite badly, actually, by 90-58, I think the score was. And Wei Chu Chen played Ruben Armit. Kelly Fisher played against Cheska the Flash Centeno. And then there was a Scotch doubles, Ruben Armit and Denise Den Santos. And Rubelin against Wei Chu Chen and Kelly Fisher. Back to this one then, the reality of now. No ball on the break. I was trying to make one behind the one ball, didn't get it. Now then, has he left enough of this one ball? Mieszko's had a go at.
It looks like he has enough to make it. Looks like there's just a tiny little window you can sneak through. But the 8 ball is going to hurt him coming across, so he's got to avoid it for position on the 2. Might run into the 8 and stop it there for the opposite corner. But running into balls, you don't get it where you want it most of the time.
Oh, this is a nice shot. Beautiful. Oh, it's dropped. Wow. Thought it was in, George. I think he did as well.
I'm with you. I thought it was too. So did he.
Having a little bit of a torrid time at the moment, but it is best of 3 sets now, so it's not necessarily a shootout that you're only guaranteed if you lose the first set. You've still got another chance to win your own set.
Win the set outright, and you don't have to go to a shootout. Carlo on his way here to take the first and opening set.
Yeah, Kelly Fisher always says she treats it as a race to 8. And if you win 8 racks before your opponent, then you're gonna go through to the next round, George. It's as simple as that.
Simple. Numbers are simple in this game when they favor you.
I don't know whether I was with you or not yesterday, but during the team event, Carlo was playing with Ruben in Army, and they're actually business partners. They own a shawarma shack in a shopping mall in Manila. And Ruben's actually a qualified accountant.
Oh, really? Well, I know she has something very special to her heart right now. She's wearing a patch on her arm for the Ahmed Cup. And it's for girl juniors, where it wants to give them opportunities. She's donating all her time for this to give them opportunities to build a future in the Philippines for female players.
She's a lovely lady, Rubelin. Very, very sweet person. And this then to take the first set.
This is a little bit of a tough shot. You've got to worry about that nub on the corner on the side pocket there. Will you catch it all? He did. Made it look easy. And the first set goes to Carlo Biado, 4-1.
Yeah, and in complete control during that. He did have his chances there, Mieszko, but not firing on all cylinders at the moment. He needs to win the second set. And we'll be back with that after a very, very short break.
Doesn't matter what the format is, the better player will still win.
This 10 ball to win the title. He is your champion.
New world champion. Fighting champion.
Philippines are the world champions. Welcome back to the convention centre here in San Juan, Puerto Rico. Some lovely clips of all the highlights from all the Predator Pro Billiard Series and World Championships from this year. Some great moments. George just pointed out Biado's doing a little bit of a dance.
Yeah, he's got some moves.
And he is the reigning champion.
Yes, he is.
Tapping away, look, to the music there. Looks very, very relaxed, and why not? Played really well in that first set. Mieszko needs to step it up in the second.
Big step up. Because if he loses the second set, it's all over.
Let's just bring you up to date while we're waiting. Get a few scores from around the room. Roland Garcia, Carlo's teammate, is one down to Dimitris Lukatis in the first set. Phil Burford of Great Britain is 1-1 now with Dennis Grabet from Tallinn. Mario, he is 1 down to Victor Zelensky, for Las Vegas Open champion, of course. Shane Van Boning is in action once again, just come off a great 3-0 win with Team America against Spain. He's now up against Portuguese João Grillo. Sanchez Ruiz will be in action very soon as well, as will Joshua Filler up against Oliver Snolnoki from Hungary. Wojtek Szewczak. What a match this is. 2 10-ball world champions going head-to-head. Szewczak against Chang Jung Lin. Plenty of action all day long, and we still have another match to come for you around about 10 p.m. tonight, time permitting. We'll let you know if there's any change of the time.
Be another men's match.
This is the last 32.
Oh, 1 ball, 7 ball. It's down. Did the 4 block it? No, it didn't. Completely open.
I think I could make the 1 and the 3, George. I'm not sure about the rest.
I'll let you go out there and give it a go.
Just play a little soft draw. This 1 ball hold for the 2. Stop shot from the 2 to the 3.
Did I miss something there?
No. 1 in the side, 2 in the corner. Now.
I thought he would just stop it right there and play the 2 ball to the opposite corner that he's playing now. It's lined up perfect. I guess, and there you go. He's a little off. He just don't know what's going on with Mieszko in his head. It
can only be a mental thing, just not quite settled yet.
800 Fargo just about, and he's having troubles.
See Carlo's wife in the white t-shirt to the right on her phone. Look, texting mum to say, my husband's doing very well, mum. Are you watching? I'm on TV. Nice shot around the back of the 8 and the 6. Glorious. I became a huge fan of this man at this tournament last year.
And the one in Vegas, too. The Alpha Las Vegas Open. He played great there.
Lovely bit of left-hand spin. Look. Maybe you've gone a little bit too straight on this. He's got that swagger in his walk, hasn't he, when he's a little bit unhappy.
It's a combination of determination and why did you do that in this step? Swagger. He's going to draw this and come over for the 5.
It's a bit of a snatch in that stroke. He's got away with it though. And you're going to be a safety shot. Nod of yep.
Yeah, figures.
That's the way it's going for me at the moment. That was what that look was all about. But not too bad. He can just stun the cue ball, send the 4 ball around the rails over by the 5 maybe. Maybe he can't hit enough of it, George.
I don't believe he can. You only hit the right side, the left side of it. He can't even hit enough to just stop the cue ball there and send the 4 ball around for a safety. See, he's only got a little tiny piece.
And from that angle, 4 ball in the side. He's going 2 rails here. Called the 4 in the side.
Nice.
Got this for a shot. Get your pen out, George. Oh,
it's a little high. Tell from the
Good effort. He's not a happy chappy at the moment.
No, it's going to take a little bit to get him happy, like the next 4 games. And force that third and final set. Because he's about, unless something unexpected happens here, he's about to go down 1-0. It's there. Hate to call him this early, but it lays very nice for Carlo. And as you said, a lot of players would have just drawn that over. He followed and came in a really nice line for the 6.
Gentle little drag draw shot there. Holding perfect on this 8-ball.
Just wants to be sure to come off the rail. Give himself plenty of space to cue the ball. And Carlo does convert this rack into a win.
Nicely done.
And 1-0 in the second set. You know, fans out there, you could attend the event in person for free at the Convention Center here in San Juan, Puerto Rico. We have 2 free live stream tables. You can also watch all the other tables on Kozoom.com on pay-per-view. Just follow Pro Billiard Series on Instagram and Facebook for highlights, interviews, and match schedules.
I bumped into Ozzy and Amy Reynolds.
Oh, yeah, they were here at Q Sports International.
Recently got married. Mr. and Mrs. Reynolds now. Doing the CSI Caribbean State Championships. Around about 650 players here playing on the 38 bar boxes in addition to the 18 9-foots we've got here also. League players from all over the US and Puerto Rico.
And the sponsors for this tournament are Medalla Light, Predator Group, Kamui, Brand, Q Sports International, Rums of Puerto Rico. And this is put on with the local support of Puerto Rican Tourism Company, Discover Puerto Rico.
Nice break, George. Made the 9 inside. Nice look at the 1-ball here. Things are looking very bright for Biado. Black Tiger. Things looking a little bit black at the moment for the man in black in the corner. You can hardly see him in the corner here, George.
Look how nice this window between the 10-6 lays to get position on the 4 from the 3. Now he's in perfect position for that window. Probably wants to get straight in. I believe the 5 goes by the 6 to the side.
I might play a little game with you tonight, George. I've invented a new game. I've been waiting for my first victim. Do you want to be my first victim?
Depends on the game.
It's called Jeopardy.
What?
Jeopardy. A bit like Jeopardy, but it's Jeopardy because it's all about pool.
Oh, okay.
Are you familiar with Jeopardy?
Never. I'm very familiar with Jeopardy. One of my favorite games.
So you know how to answer the questions then? Or the answers with the question, right?
Right.
We'll do that during the break.
Carlo is making quick work of one of the best players in pool. But Mieszko is also helping a little bit. capitalizing on some of the opportunities presented. They're playing this in the corner and following the ball down. That's what he's going to do, I believe.
Those of you watching at home on YouTube, got a little quiz for you coming up soon. Hope you're ready, George. Keep that old brain matter, the old grey matter working.
Well, the grey matter's on my head, Mark. That's called head.
I'm with you there, George. So in it goes once again. Come on, Biado, running out. Leading 2-0. By 1-0. Are you ready, George? You ready for a bit of Jeopardy?
I'm ready.
Okay, here we go then. 2 players with the most Mosconi appearances for the US and Europe. What 2 players am I talking about there?
What is Shane Van Bonen? And who is Ralph Souquet?
Well, you've got it half right. Who are Ralph Souquet and Johnny Archer?
Johnny Archer, okay.
17 each. 2011 World 10-ball champion from Holland.
2000 Niels Fine?
No. He's working for Predator. There's a clue. Back to the match.
Oh,
now.
2010.
I'll leave you to think about it.
I already got it.
11.
Who'd you see?
Who'd you see, exactly.
You got me with the year. I thought it was 2010, but close enough.
Two balls off the break. He's breaking well as well, George, which doesn't bode very well for Mieszko, does it?
No, not at all. With a break like this and the way he's running balls, Mieszko's not going to stand up very often.
This could be a very, very quick match.
Dead hooked on this one ball. Which way will he go rail first, or will he kick the ball and stick the cue ball there and try to get that one ball to the bottom of the table and find some cover? He tried to cut it in. He tried to make it. That was a tough ball to make. That's how thin he had to hit it.
So we see finally Mieszko coming back to the table. It was a cheeky little one, that, wasn't it? Judged it just a little bit thin. Big shot here to get back for the 2-ball.
Oh, Mieszko just...
He's having one of them matches, isn't he?
He might walk away.
What a time.
That's hard to watch. It really is.
Well, you can understand, right? Just caught that 5-ball, and, you know, on another day, that doesn't go anywhere near the side, and you finish plumb on the 2. It's just... Oh, it's a cruel game sometimes. I know how you feel, Mieszko. I'm sure lots of people watching know how he feels as well.
Is it going to stop? It has, and he's got a nice shot for the 3. And again, everything lays perfect for Carlo Biado. And he doesn't lay perfect, he lays them perfect. His cue ball control is what I call very tight. It's the kind of tightness in that control that for tight pockets, the tighter the pockets, the more it stands out. Will he go behind? He went behind the 10. I wasn't sure if he'd risk going behind it. And this is to get on the hill. And be one break and run away from the set to go into the final 16. That's where the money starts to go. Final 16 money is $21.88. And 5th through 8th is $43.75. 3rd and 4th is $87.50. Second place is $17.50, and of course, first place $37.5. Just a couple of paychecks, you think? It's about what they pay you for commentary.
Get more than that, George.
Well, okay, I wasn't sure.
I'd earn more at commentating than I ever would at playing, put it that way. I'll let you work out the figures from there. So breaking off then the Black Tiger for the match.
Yeah, the man with the moves on the video. Breaking from the center, lost the cue ball directly to the side.
Cue ball, I was just going to say, we've seen Jasmine Ocean dance with the stars in Austria. I wonder if we'll ever see Carlo Biado dance with the stars in Manila. That would be something to watch, wouldn't it?
That little jig he did as he's walking back to this chair.
I'd like to see his cha-cha.
Looked pretty good. And we're in Puerto Rico. You can put some Elvis Crespo on and he'd rock out with a little salsa.
Bet you love a bit of salsa, don't you, George? I bet you've got some.
I love salsa.
I mean, you was a right smoothie when you were a youngster. For those of you who don't know what George looks like, he looks a bit like Magnum. Remember Magnum P.I.? He looks a bit like him.
He's about 6'4" to my 5'9".
Nice to see Mieszko come back into this match. He's missed a couple of balls, done nothing more really, had a little bit of bad run every now and then. Particularly that flick off the 5 in the last rack.
Well, this is the format where you can right the ship real quick. Ended up nice on this 8. Will he follow for the side or bring it back a little bit for the corner?
Oh no. That sums his night up, doesn't it?
Wow.
I knew that I had some news for you, George. Somebody asked me for my autograph earlier on, and I signed it for him, and he said, "What's that?" I said, "Mark White." He said, "Oh, sorry, I thought you were Quentin Tarantino."
Oh, Mark's got some good ones today. I think he's been in the...
Our producer sitting next to me here, he's looking at me saying, yeah, you do look like Quentin Tarantino.
I think he found the Medalla light stash and the rums of Puerto Rico.
So this 9 ball and 10 ball into the same pocket. For a 4-0 in the second. It's all over. It's a bad day at the office for Mieszko Fortuński. It's a bit like a regular 9 to 5 for Carlo Biado there, the Black Tiger, deserved winner. He will advance to the last 16. We'll be back at around 10 o'clock with another match for you guys. Thank you, George Teachea, so much for enjoying, or giving me some enjoyment. And we'll see you all guys very, very soon. Say goodbye, George.
Goodbye, George.
It doesn't matter what the format is, the better player will still win.
this 10 ball to win the title. He is your champion.
New world champion. Fighting champion.
Philippines are the world champions.